Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how you could 10x your productivity during the school time. This is for people that, they're having sports during school, maybe they have a job, or maybe they're like me, where I have business that I run. I have to get a certain amount of hours in, that way I could be successful with it, and school kind of gets in the way. Now, the reason why you should actually watch this video is because if you don't watch this video, you're actually more likely to be inconsistent with what you're focusing on. Maybe be less productive as a result of, being inconsistent as well, which if you're getting to that point, then I think you should just quit. However, if you're going to watch this video to the full, you're going to implement all of my strategies that I'm going to teach you, you're going to be all set. But anyways, let's actually get into the points here. Now, the first point that I have for you is to get a routine going. Even if you're in school, even if you're in college, or maybe you're done with college or school, routines are so important for you. You need to have one. I recommend having sort of a routine, kind of like a timetable back in like elementary school, or maybe more of like a military clock routine where 6 a.m. you're doing this, 7 a.m. you're doing this, 8:30 a.m. you're meditating, oh, cold shower, and then you're basically writing down your whole day and you're following that. Now, it takes a lot of discipline to follow those type of routines, and I bet you don't have a lot of that, especially if you're a beginner to, maybe self-improvement. So I'm actually going to be showing you a routine on a whiteboard that involves a little less discipline, and the routine may be a little less effective, but as you keep growing, as you keep getting that discipline from following this routine, or even just doing your schoolwork, you could actually start to increase and increase and increase. So I'm going to be showing you a less effective routine, and then I'm going to be showing you a high effective routine. Right now I'm following the high effective routine, so it's going to be easy and straightforward. However, the less effective routine is a little different for me, but it should be fine. But anyways, let me show you the routines right now. Alright, let's put our focusing hats on, like manually put our focusing hats on, because you gotta focus. Now, this might take, 5 minutes, this might take 10 minutes, this might take 20 minutes of me presenting out these routines for you. It's gonna be the high effective routine, it's gonna be the low effective routine. We're gonna get straight into it. And if you don't implement this, like I said earlier, you're gonna have a rough time, and you might as well just quit on what you're doing, a job or a sport or whatever. So let's just get straight into it. Now, the first routine that we're going to cover will be the less effective routine. Now, I'm sorry if my handwriting is a little bad. I'm not used to. I spelt that wrong. It's fine. We're gonna simplify this. All right. Now, first of all, this is your school, right? It's a nice school building. We don't want to make it look like home, so we're gonna make it look a little weird. This is an arrow. This is your home. Now it looks sweet. I'll actually add a bush as well. How about that? All right. And as you can see, your house is filled with life. Unlike school, that looks kind of weird. I understand. All right. Now, the first thing you're gonna do in your routine, obviously, you can guess this, is to wake up. All right. Now, I hope you don't go to sleep at 4 a.m. If you do, first get that in order. I would say get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That is, now 7 hours is okay. This is why I put it there, because it's school, right? But yeah, just get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And so what this would look like essentially with this graph is, let's say you go to school at 8 a.m. I suggest putting in flow time of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, this 1 hour and 30 minutes is going to go into your morning routine, right? We're not going to do this passion or this job, or maybe if you can, then that would be perfect. But we're not going to do that. We're going to skip your passion. We're actually going to have a morning routine here. Now, this morning routine is going to be simple and straightforward. It's not going to be a 10-step morning routine, not like one of those. It's going to be simple, 5 steps or less, I promise. Um, so, yeah, you're going to do this morning routine for 1 hour and 30 minutes. As soon as that's over, you get right into school. And let's say 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., right? Let's say that 3:30 p.m. you're done with school and you're going back home, right? Now, 3:30 p.m. till the time you sleep, which I recommend 8:30 p.m. Again, this is following the chart, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If you have school at 8 a.m., do the math. Minus 1 hour and a half from your morning routine. You're going to wake up at 6:30, meaning if you want to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, you're going to need to go to bed at 10:30. Now, going back to what we wrote here, if your school ends at 3:30, this means that you roughly have 5 to 6 hours, right? 5 to 6 hours to work on your passion. Now, I have homework to do. That's going to take up 2 hours. That's going to take up even 3 hours of my freaking time. So, this is going to get subtracted from 5 hours to 2 hours to 3 hours. Well, what if I told you that you can actually do this homework, the schoolwork, at freaking school? Oh my gosh, it's mind blowing. It's insane. But just hear me out. Now, I don't know any of y'all's school schedule, so I'm going to essentially use mine. All right? So, first hour, we have English, all right? Second hour, Spanish. That's an elective. Third hour, world cultures, okay? Fourth hour, we have something called O hour, right? This essentially means that you can request any class that you like based on your preferences. Like if you need to, let's say, get your homework done for English class, right? You could actually request an English class, boom, and get your homework done during this sort of free flow, free time. Or you could just, do some fun activities here, but we're not here to play games. We're here to grind. So we're not gonna do these fun activities. Now, fifth hour is looking like bio. Wow. Now this is just an example. I hope you could get what I'm trying to tell you here. 6 hour. This is very crucial, very important, especially with the open hour that we have circled here. Study hall. You need this. You need study hall. All right. Now, in between some of these classes, you're going to have a lunch hour. If your school doesn't have a lunch hour, I think they're psychopathic. Most schools have a lunch hour. Yeah, you got this. Right. Oh, yeah. Seventh hour, you have some sort of FIAD class, right? All right. Based on what we have here, we actually have 2 hours of school work time. Now this 2 hours of free time is so crucial for you. Work on your homework during this 2 hours of free time. If you have a W hour, if you don't, then you're going to have less time on schoolwork and you might have to do some at home. But if you do have an open hour like this where you could request different classes, then you're all gold. This right here, it's 30 minutes. Boom. This right here, 50 minutes. Boom. This right here, it's another 30 minutes. Boom. 1 hour and 50 minutes. That is a total of 2 hours of homework. Now, if you're a junior, if you're a senior, or if you're in college, this may look a little different, but you do get the premise. Just try to find a way, try to create a routine like this where you could fit as much homework in school as possible. Like try to get like study halls, try to, you know, try to not eat lunch. That way you can focus on getting your homework done. But yeah, now that's 2 hours right there. That means that you have 5 to 6 hours, or maybe if you don't have an open hour, 5 hours of flow time to do your work, get money, save up for something, start a business like I am doing right now, and as well as maybe like a passion, like playing the guitar or whatever. Now, this was the less effective routine. Now I'm essentially going to show you the high effective routine. Now, this is simple. All we have to do is set back the amount of time that you're going to be waking up. So, for example, you have 1 hour and a half minutes for your morning routine. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to push that back so you could have 4 hours of your morning routine. Now, this is going to be a little difficult because you might sacrifice a little bit of your sleep. But if your passion is like super, super important to you, or you really want to grind on your business, I really suggest going this route and getting 4 hours of open time for your morning routine. Now, your morning routine involves 1 hour and a half, like usual. Essentially for 1 hour and a half, we're going to actually cover this. You're going to be doing what I recommend you here. And this would be your whole morning routine for the less effective method of becoming productive. And so this means that you roughly have two hours and a half to work on your passion. Now, what are we doing here? What's this 1 hour and a half? Simple, easy, 5-step morning routine. Let's go. So as soon as you wake up, you're taking a cold shower. I don't care. Put it on the low style and take a shower there for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just simplified 90 seconds. There you go. After you're done taking a cold shower, do your hygiene. Of course, brush your teeth, do that type of stuff. After you do your hygiene, you put your clothes on, you brush your teeth. Then this is where you eat breakfast like usual. I suggest eating a high protein breakfast, including eggs, meat, and avocados. That's all. If you eat this meal every single day, like I am, then you're actually not going to be hungry for when that lunch hour comes in, which thus will make you more productive. After you eat breakfast, I suggest you meditate as well as journal. Now, on my channel, I have a meditation as well as a journaling guide, so make sure to check that out if you're starting. And that's essentially it. For 1 hour and a half, you're meditating, journaling, eating breakfast, hygiene, and taking a cold shower. Of course, you would want to progressively overload the cold shower, making it maybe 2 minutes, going up to even 10 minutes. But yeah, that's what you're doing for 1 hour and a half for this less effective routine as well as this high effective routine. Now, if you're following the high effective routine, like I mentioned, you're going to be doing your passion, maybe try to fit in a job if your boss allows you to do that. I bet not, but that's on you. Or like me, you could start a business, get that going, grind in the morning as well as in the evening. Now, I strongly recommend adding more time in the morning rather than in the evening because you're less productive in the evening because you went through 8 hours of literal torture and your brain's all messed up. But in the morning, you have no one to bother you, no one to distract you, and you could easily focus. If you eat breakfast after your deep work and you intermittent fast, you're gonna be sharp and you're gonna have this laser focus. Now that's literally it for this routine. I know it looks like a mess. I'm actually going to drop down a document down below in the description where you could see the full routine literally in words. That way you can actually start improving and implementing here. Now, this is going to be a little bit extra, so this might or might not make you productive in school, but it's definitely a hack that is worth sharing. I know a lot of you guys may be dreading, to go to school because of how long and tedious and boring it is, but if you use this simple hack, this simple method that I use for myself during class and during school, then time will fly by literally in an instant. You'll go from Monday to Friday and you'll be so surprised. I mean, this is something that's conscious. I mean, you'll be telling your friends like, time just flew by so fast and what's going on? But your friends are like, dude, what are you talking about? Because they aren't using this method. So a lot of people, they skip class. I don't understand why they skip class, or they go to sleep or something like that to try to avoid class, to make their time at school more enjoyable. Now, let me tell you, if you do the opposite of what they're doing, because what they're doing is actually not working, time is going to fly by way faster. Literally just laser focus on the class that you're working on. For example, if it's geometry, right? Laser focus on the teacher. Look at the teacher's eye. Well, don't do it weirdly. Look at the thing that she's teaching and literally just like imagine that the words that she's saying, if she or he is giving like a lecture, imagine that these words coming out, you could see them visually as like a caption. I promise that you will like understand what the teacher is actually trying to say. You won't be one of those weird looking dudes that's asking around the class for what's going on and what's happening. So yeah, just literally laser focus during class and try to fit in as much homework as possible during class as well. Now that's pretty much it for the video. I'm glad you made it through right to the end. If you like this video, there's a button for that. You can click it, it's down below. Comment any video ideas or video requests that you have down below in the comments. And subscribe if you want more content that keeps you engaged right till the end. Have an awesome day ahead. Peace be with you, man.